All right, so moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about the police because that's what we've been talking about. So, what do I actually feel about the police? Well, I mean, that's a complicated subject. I know a lot of people, especially on the left, they can absolutely despise the police because of police doing bad things like planting guns and stuff and getting away with violating people's rights, like no knock raids, which result in killing people. Like, I don't care if that dude was a criminal. You shouldn't be kicking down somebody's door without a fucking warrant. You've already fucked up. And as far as I'm concerned, that's karma. I mean, you shouldn't have been in that situation in the first place. So like, the state's negligent for that. And then on the other hand, they don't really talk about this on the news a lot. Cause I got some buddies in the police and stuff, but police save people every fucking day. They do some fucking awesome shit all over the country. Uh, so what we're talking about here is an image problem. But with the debate is that image problem justified or not justified? I mean that's a complicated. I think it is justified because I think the good cops are bad cops. Because if the good cops are allowing the bad cops to violate the law and the rights because of stupid things like qualified immunity or whatnot, and they're not arresting each other, then the whole system's crooked. If you get and like even some good cops, they enforce some unconstitutional edicts every single fucking day. And if you can get up, put on a badge, and unforce things that violate the United States Constitution, you are not a good person. You are not a bad, like, you are a bad police. You're basically a fucking Nazi. I was just following orders is not an excuse to be a fucking piece of shit. And you are a piece of fucking shit. So if you're not a piece of shit and you're one of those people and you're listening to this and it takes to heart, you might want to take a good long look at what's going on and start unfucking your own image problem. Like, I'm not saying we should get rid of the police because the police are a hell of a lot necessary. They do awesome every day. But you have to you guys demand people like just respect you and whatnot, and like forget your image problem and just go back to the way it was when they just respected you and listened to you and said you can't fucking do that. We're past that. Your image problem is trash, and since your image is trash, that's your problem. You have to look in within yourself and you have to unfuck that. You need serious community outreach. You can't just demand somebody like adjust that. We're following the same issues that our founding fathers dealt with in different fashions during the American Revolution. Overtaxing, censoring speech, and taking down firearms, right? Uh, Kicking in doors which without a warrant, violations of Fourth Amendment rights. Hell, some might even think putting police in the street when people can protect themselves is quartering troops in their home. I don't. That's semantics to me. This is what it is. If you guys truly are, and you truly have everybody's best interest at heart, and you want to serve your community, and you want to have people look at you with that dignity and respect again, then you're going to have to adjust your own image problem. You're going to have to take a good long look at yourself. I mean, that's what I think about fucking police. I think even the good ones are trash because the good ones do nothing about the bad ones. The only police that are not trash are the ones that get fired trying to do the right thing. All of you guys are MVPs. That one cop got fired because he made that unconstitutional speech. The speech about the Constitution on Facebook that went viral, and they tried to tell him to unfuck it, and he told him to fuck you. That dude is a good cop. He should have a badge, and the cop that fired him shouldn't have a badge. You can't just demand people respect you. Respect is earned. It isn't given, it is earned. Your badge doesn't warrant you respect. It warrants you authority. Now, if you want us to respect that authority, you have to earn that respect. I don't understand why people don't understand that. That's my thoughts on the police. I don't. Like, I have police friends, people I served with that are police now. They have my respect. They've earned it. You can too. You're just lazy and you don't want to. And if you don't want to, why do like if you violate the law or people's rights for convenience to do your job, you're a piece of crap. You've committed treason, and you should probably have a military tribunal for that treason. You should be held accountable for that. I was just following orders wasn't good enough when it came to the Nazis, and it's not good enough when it comes to you. People's rights are people's rights. If you can't do it without violating people's rights, then you can't fucking do it. Period. It's like, it's a time when you have to put your goddamn foot down. And you gotta reach down deep and grab your balls. Or your ovaries. And human the fuck up. Because these are our basic human rights. Qualified immunity, trash. We just went over why it's trash. The institution, not people in the police force, because they might not even have even considered what I'm talking about. And while thinking about consider, they can always themselves and do the right thing. But the institution of law enforcement in the United States of America, the left is right. It is fucking trash. That's why their argument spots fucking emotional responses in people and gets them to listen, despite it being on the surface disguising Marxist communist fuckery. It's because it's rooted in reality, and you all fucking know it. But instead, when people are having a fucking problem with your image, and they're like, I can't breathe, you go out on the counter protest, police officers, and wear a fucking shirt that says, I can breathe. That is fucking garbage. Even if you were in the right in that situation, that is fucking garbage. Make jokes like that dark cut type of humor. That's for you behind. That's for you together. You don't fucking do that out in public. You're a fucking public figure. Get your head out of your ass. And maybe people won't fucking hate the police. But right now, your institution is a disgrace, and you should look at it and unfuck it from within. It's not our job to fucking just conform to you. You need to unfuck yourself and conform to the Constitution. I'm just fucking saying.